The bush here in northern Kenya has become almost a desert. The Ewaso Nyiro River reduced to little more than a trickle. For years now, the area has had far too little rain. Shepherd Abdi Abkula keeps his goats close to the water. At least there's something for the animals to graze on here. And he never strays far from his village.
These days, we fear for our safety. Our neighbors, the Samburu community, keep attacking us. They kill and steal our livestock.
To help de-escalate the conflicts, Habiba Tadicha often reaches out to the shepherds along the river. She used to head the local nature conservancy and is well known in the region. Disputes over water and grazing land have become frequent here. She negotiates with shepherds in this area of Beliko Pulesa, while other women are in dialogue with nearby communities.
We have many meetings, peace meetings, especially like Beliko Pulesa I'm leading, like Sarah, there is a lady called Pauline who is leading. So even though, because we are mother and we know the disadvantages and advantages of the conflict, so we decide to sit with our young ones, those who are leading in conflict, our husbands.
And that's what makes this unusual. Women are taking the lead and making a difference. The Kenyan Constitution upholds gender equality, but in practice, it's still the exception. The Kenyan branch of the environmental group TNC is led by Munira Anyonge. She says Kenya needs more women leaders like Habiba Tadicha.
They're actually raising their voices, making decisions on how their conservancies can be managed. Especially, for example, if there's a conservancy that has tourism facilities and they get conservation fees, there's the issue of sharing of those proceeds between the operations of the conservancy, and a percentage goes back to the communities so that they can, invest in education, health facilities, and others.
The TNC runs 39 nature conservancies in Kenya. It also finances the one in Habiba Tadicha's community. The conservancies protect nature, offer job prospects, and encourage women to play a greater role in society. Habiba Tadicha benefited from the conservancy and is now helping others. She and other women in her village have built a culture center. They did a lot of the work themselves. The women rent out the hall and the lodges to visitors and local people, which brings in money. That's allowed them to set up a savings club. Here, the women give out loans to each other, using income from the culture center, subsidies from NGOs, as well as members' own savings. Habiba Tadicha leads the club. She's given loans of $250 to more than 100 women, mostly to finance small business ventures. Dare Roba got a loan from the savings club to invest in an electric motor for her corn mill. Now she can earn more money. Like so many here, she's benefited from the Nature Conservancy.
In the beginning, the local community here was opposed to the establishment of a conservancy. But Habiba lobbied for it so that women could benefit. She's very brave. One time she was even shot at, but she wasn't intimidated and just carried on with her work. We're very happy now.
Habiba Tadicha doesn't want to talk about the threats she's received. She'd rather focus on being a role model for the next generation. At the local school, she encourages children not to give up, even when they face opposition.
Girls, don't allow yourselves to be left behind, and don't be shy all the time.
During her time as head of the local Nature Conservancy, Habiba Tadicha secured funding for 2 more classrooms here. Today, she's part of the Council of Elders and has arranged financial help for children from poorer families to attend school. Those who have prospects for the future, she says, are less likely to engage in conflict.
Education is the best thing in our life, in everybody's life, because illiteracy illiteracy to make staff even not to uplift our standard. For one, after getting education, you get jobs, earning some salaries, uplifting your standard. And even additional of education to everything is important. If not education, I myself, I cannot be a leader of my community.
She loves her work, but is often rushed off her feet. She has 3 children and also cares for her sick husband. Then she has 2 small shops that she opened with loans from the savings club. Thankfully, her eldest daughter is able to help out. Habiba Tadicha hopes her daughter will follow in her footsteps. And she certainly seems to have inherited her mother's passion for leadership. She already leads the local youth group.